Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and today we're talking about what platform is best to list your items. So I have a few items that I've just picked up, so a mini haul in a sense, and we're going to do the comparables with eBay, Posh Canada, and Posh US. I also have one item that is listed already and we're going to do the same thing with that. And I also have a bit of a surprise one, something that has already sold for me on Posh Canada, and I did a comp search and I got some surprising results from that. If this is the kind of content that you like, please subscribe. Let's hop right into it. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is this gravy boat. It is, make sure I get this the right way, Fitz and Floyd. It is called Autumn Bounty. It's in really good shape. Like, I don't even know if it's been used. I do have the box. It came with the box, which is cool. Okay, just gonna put it down. Don't break it. Stay. All right. So I picked this up at an online auction this week. I was looking at it when it was not done yet, and I do my comp searches before I bid because I want to make sure. And I did a comp search on eBay to begin with, because normally that is my go-to for hard goods, is I go to eBay for sure. And right now on eBay, there's a few listed anywhere between, I think, $20 and $35 for just the gravy boat, which is great. And only one sold. But the one that is sold has the plate underneath it. So it has the gravy boat and it has a little matching plate. So I don't have that. The sold one with the plate sold for $40. And I thought, you know what? That's okay. I checked my sold comps on Posh US only because that happened to be the one that was open on my phone at the time. That's the only reason. On Posh US, there is one listed exactly like this one for $25. And that's US and I'm paying Canadian. And there's one sold with the plate similar to the one on eBay. But this one sold for $75. That's a big difference. So I'm like, at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to pick this up because I'm going to list it on Posh US because it seems to be getting a higher rate there. I ended up paying $6.82 for this item because we got a whole bunch of items from this auction and I just did the math. I only bid $5, but then you have other things added. So $6.82, so I'm happy with that. Brought it home, did my comp search on Posh Canada just because why not? And there's absolutely none listed and there's none sold. So I don't know. But with this one, and this is where it kind of opened my eyes that, yeah, you know what, it's different for different platforms, and you're going to maybe price something a little bit higher on one platform and lower on another. Even if it's the same, like if it's still Poshmark, Canada might be lower or might be higher depending on what the item is. So I am going to list this on Posh US. Absolutely, that is my priority to get it listed there first. So I will probably do Posh US and Posh Canada and see how it goes. Because on eBay, I don't want to have to settle to making less than $20 US on it yet. I'm not at that point. I want to make as much as I can. So I'll start it on Poshmark, see how it goes. And in a month or two, if it hasn't sold, I'll list it on eBay, but I'll list it a little bit higher. I'll put it into the higher bracket so that I don't have to take an offer, you know, where somebody thinks they can get it for 20 bucks type of thing. So it's sort of strategic what I have to do with this item. But I'm excited to list it because I'm trying to get more onto eBay and I'm trying to get more into hard goods. Speaking of which, I then went to Valley Village on Tuesday, which is Senior's Day. So we got 30% off, which is fantastic. I picked up these. I do have a set of 4. It's just easier to show you one. The brand is Dansk. These are a vintage bottle green votive holder, and I have a set of 4. They're all in really good condition. I love the color. The color is what drew my eye to them to begin with. I paid $2 for each one, so I paid $8 for them all, which is not bad. My eBay comp at the thrift store came up with $25 US. I thought, okay, that's not bad. But, you know, $8 Canadian into 25 American. I can deal with that. Knowing that I wanted to dip my toes more and more into eBay. I came home, did my comp searches on Posh Canada. The set of 4 sold for $18. A set of 3 sold for $27. I don't get that math, but okay. There's a few listed. There is a set of 10 listed for $120. A set of 3 is listed for $50, and a set of 4 is listed for $65. I don't know where these people got their ideas. Maybe from the 3 for $27, and maybe that's where they got it, which makes sense to me. I'm gonna list. I'll be okay. I'm gonna list these on Posh Canada, probably a little bit higher than on eBay. Pardon me. I'm getting ahead of myself. Posh US. So Posh US, the solds are sort of all over the place again. A set of 4 sold for $37 US. So from eBay, $25 for a set of 4 to Posh US, $37 for a set of 4. So I think the way to go is Poshmark on these to begin with, but I'm going to list them across the board. And I'll list them a little bit higher on eBay so that I can at least get the $25 US for them. That is the goal. So I'm really happy with how this one played out across all 3 platforms, because now I know that, okay, yeah, I can do it on all 3 and feel fairly confident about any platform for it to sell on. So I'm happy with that. The next one I want to show you, let me see if I can get it right. Okay, here we go. I picked up this bracelet at Value Village. It's Chico's. It is a 3-tiered charm bracelet with a magnetic close. It's really cool. I thought it was really pretty. I picked this up again on Tuesday for 30% off. I think I paid, it was $5 something for it, which is not bad. I thought it was nice enough. Charm bracelets I think are in. It's in pretty good condition, etc., etc. So I picked it up. On eBay is the only place I could find actual exact same bracelet. There's 2 listed, one for $29 US and one for $24.49 US. There are none sold on eBay. There are some similar, there's similar bracelets and similar from Chico's, but they're really, really low comps, like $8, $9. So I don't know about that one. I could not find the same bracelet on Poshmark Canada or Posh US. So again, I went to the solds and sort of went with similar type things. And on Posh Canada, the range for the solds were $16 to $27, which is not bad. And on Posh US, it was $12 to $30 US. So those comps aren't too bad. I'm happy with those comps. So I will be putting it definitely on Posh US and on Posh Canada, and probably hold off on eBay right now because I don't want to deal with offers for $8 because I'm not going to sell it for $8. I might just say, yeah, why not, and put it a bit higher in between the, what was it, 29 and 24, maybe put 26 or something. We'll see. That's something I'm going to look more into and figure out as I go on. So I think it's really interesting to see how they are, what prices they are selling on one platform as opposed to the other. So the next one I'm going to talk about is one that I've already have listed. So here's a picture. This is listed on Posh Canada and Posh US for the same price. Now I don't always do that. It depends on the comps, but the comps are kind of similar. So I did put the same price across the board. I've listed it for $65. The sold comps on Poshmark Canada are 53 and up a bit, you know, in between, so that's good. The comps on Posh US are $36 to $40 US, and I'm hoping to get closer to the 40, so I'm happy with that. So I was sitting here thinking, do I want to put this on eBay? And I'm not 100% comfortable with eBay's return policy, especially where clothing is concerned, because you know the buyer has 30 days, and I just don't like that. I think, you know, that's like renting my clothing. But you know what, knock on wood, I have not had any issues selling there yet with clothes, so I'm going to try and do more and more. So on ebay.com, there's one listed in a size 18, which is a size lower than mine. Lower? Higher? Lower. Because mine's a size 22. Listed for $40 US, and the comps are ranging between 28 and 47 US. So I'm happy with that. They're very similar in some ways, so I will be listing this over onto eBay. I always have to do my research before I do decide that I'm going to make the plunge and put it onto eBay, because sometimes the comps are really, really low. Like with the Chico's bracelet, the risk or the sold comps are so low that I don't know about that. The last one, and this is the surprising one that I found, which, you know what, this is for me having a preconceived notion, okay? And I think you should always do your research so that you can blow those out of the water. Torrid. You all know I have sort of this love-hate relationship with Torrid. I need to get it. I need to be able to pick it up really inexpensively. And my Posh stores, my thrift stores do tend to mark it up. I have found a store that doesn't, so I'm happier paying $3 or $4 and getting 20. I'm happier with that. So I sold this little top on Poshmark Canada for $28 Canadian. Fantastic. I did a comp search on this top on Posh US. I just did it this morning for poops and giggles, just to see. And the sold comps on Posh US are much, much lower for Torrid across the board. They're much lower for this style of top too, anywhere between $10 and $20. Now, if you can get 20, that's not bad, considering I probably only paid $4 or $5 for this top. Now, eBay comps. I have never, ever, ever thought that I would want to list my Torrid over on eBay, because I thought, okay, well, Posh US is really low for Torrid. I'm assuming eBay is as well. I could be wrong about that. I went into eBay to search sold comps on this style of Torrid top, and I mean, they're selling for, 15 plus, and that's at auction. They're getting a couple of bids, they're getting 3 or 4 bids, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. And I mean, some are low, some are like, if you do auctions, which I don't recommend, some are selling for $3.99, which no thank you. But if they're, buy it nows, they're selling anywhere between $10, $15, $20, and I'm like, I could just put that over on eBay and get worldwide access, and maybe some of my bigger sizes for Torrid will sell for at least something better than a show price, So I'm going to actually really look into that, and I am going to look at what I have listed on Poshmark for my Torrid, check my comps on eBay, and I'm going to start cross-listing over to eBay, because you know what? Why not? It is such a bigger market. And if my cost of goods are low enough, I don't mind taking that little bit of a risk with their return policy. So I thought that was a really interesting experiment. I was really excited to do it. And it's interesting when you're at the thrift store, and I don't know if anybody else experiences this. I can go to the thrift store, I can pick up an item, do my comp search. Cool, that's great. Get home, and the search is completely different. This happened with the Joseph Ripkoff dress that I was talking about, and I did a comp search on it because I wanted to see if it was worthwhile. I think I did it when I went to cross-list it over to Posh US because I wanted to know if my prices should be the same. I did a comp search, and all that came up in the solds were live show listings, because they're live show listings because they're blank. They just have a Poshmark symbol, and the price $5, $7, $12, and I'm like, there was like 1, 2, 3 maybe listings, and then the rest were like Posh show listings for really, really low. And I was like, oh my God. And it's like, nope, you know what? I'm not even going to put them into my equation. I forget it. I'm just going to throw them out. You know what? Throw out the lowest numbers, and that's it. They're gone. And I went by what was actually listed, and did my comp search that way. I went in today to double check that, and none of those show listings are there anymore. So I don't know what's going on with that. But when you do your comp searches, I mean, if you're at the thrift store and you're doing a comp search and it comes up really, really good, and you buy the item and you come home and then the comp search is different, that throws you for a loop, right? So you have to gain some confidence in knowing that, okay, yes, I did a comp search. It did say this. I know this is a good brand. I know this is a good size. Just to have that knowledge is a really good thing. Another thing to remember, if you were at the thrift store doing your comp searches, you might want to check different platforms at the thrift store. Why not? I have done eBay and I have done Poshmark at the thrift store. I've done Google at the thrift store as well, because sometimes neither one of those platforms are working properly, but Google does. So just a couple of little things. Anyway, that is it. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. As I said in the earlier video today, I'm going to be back actually on Sunday with a deep dive into Posh Live shows and the automation and the new Posh Sidekick announcement that came out. We're going to talk all about that deep dive. So if you're interested, don't forget Sunday, click the link, whatever. No, there's no link. What am I saying? Just subscribe and you'll get notified. Also, I'll be back on Tuesday with another tip video. So until then, everybody have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you later. Bye.